Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Thanks for joining us. It's so good to see you all. Hi. We're going to get started today, and we want you to know that today with us, you have myself, Patty Cash. I'm the owner at Magic Cruises and Tours. And we have also Kate Black and Marcia Forsey. Say hi, everybody. They're standing by.
Hello.
They work in our group department. And we also have special guest star Kelly Work with Princess Cruises here with us in our office to share some great information about this next reunion trip with the Nationwide group. So we're going to be recording this. We want you to know that we're recording it. You are also muted and your cameras are off. We're going to take our cameras down so you can see the full screen for the presentation. And we'd like you to know that Marcia and Kate are standing by to answer any questions. So if you can look in the chat box down below, you can see that. You can type in any questions that you might have,
Sure.
and we can be prepared to answer those kind of on the fly, or we can wait until the end of the presentation to share some more details with you.
Yeah, thank you, everybody, for joining us. We look forward to telling you more about this fantastic opportunity.
Yes. Okay. Well, again, we are very excited to be here with you today and look forward to seeing many of you in person soon. But we want to thank you for joining us and tell you just a little bit about us at Magic Cruises. As I said, my name is Patty Cash. I'm the owner at Magic. We've been doing this for 37 years, having tons of fun, but located in the heart of downtown Worthington in central Ohio for 37 years, since 1988. And we've been working with the Nationwide Retiree Committee and creating and facilitating your reunion trips since about, I think, 2008. I think we've done maybe 20 trips or so, and certainly met some lovely, lovely people and made some great friends. And we continue to do this because it's a wonderful way to come together and share travel experiences with people, like-minded people, and make new friends along the way. So everybody is welcome. This is not just for the retirees at Nationwide, but your friends and family and neighbors or coworkers can join in. We don't have any parameters around that. So please ask your peeps to join in and create some memories together. Again, there's Kate and Marcia. They are operators in our group department. And I want to make sure that you all know exactly where you can go to get some additional information about this trip. And it's right there at magiccruises.com/nationwide26. There you'll find a short little video on the cruise itinerary and the Royal Princess specifically, the flyers, more information for your planning assistance. And please don't hesitate to call us. We're here for you every step of the way. So as we're getting ready to get started with this, I just want to point out a few things. This is a really very exciting itinerary that is closer to home than what we've been doing here recently. And again, I say everybody's welcome to join us. This is a sailing that we're going to take from Los Angeles all the way up the scenic, beautiful coastline of California and up into Victoria, and then finally ending in Vancouver. And so we want to just kind of show you some of the great stops along the way and give you a little bit of a preview of what maybe to anticipate on this great trip. Oops, back up one more, sorry. And so the day-by-day itinerary, just so you have it, you can see online, you'll be specified as the following, but we're going to be boarding the ship. It's a Saturday to Saturday cruise, and you'll be starting in Los Angeles, California, where you'll board the ship and then set sail at 3 p.m. And we've got great stops. These are phenomenal little highlight spots. San Diego, Santa Barbara from 7 to 6. That is one port that we will tender to shore. The other ones will be docked and parked right there, right in by the town. We have 2 great days at sea to enjoy together. And then Astoria, Victoria, and then Vancouver. So again, Saturday to Saturday. And let's get started. Right here in Los Angeles, California. Now, again, this is April 25th. You may want to opt to arrive into LA a day or two earlier to enjoy this area. You can inquire with us about pre-cruise hotel options and transportation, so everything is smooth and wonderful, easy fulfillment of that, either before or after the cruise in Vancouver. So both of those options will be available. There is a lot to see. in Los Angeles area, you can go to the Hollywood Boulevard, you can go to the Chinese Theater, Universal Studios, there's Olivera Street, lots of arts and crafts. I mean, there's Hollywood Bowl, Beverly Hills. I mean, tons and tons, farmers markets, lots of stuff going on in LA these days. And ultimately, we're going to be all boarding the Royal Princess on Saturday, April 25th, probably around 11 o'clock or so, right there in the Los Angeles cruise terminal area, and we'll set sail at 3 p.m. So once you get on board, you can unpack only once, settle into your room, into your floating resort hotel, and enjoy yourself along the way. Let's take a peek at that. Here's our first port of call. First stop is Sunday, April 26th in San Diego. Again, we'll be docked there from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. And San Diego is just like, as the map you saw, is the southwest corner of California. It's one of America's favorite cities. It is truly like a little slice of heaven, natural beauty, superb coastline, and frankly, I think near perfect weather, almost year round, year round. So lots to see and do. A variety of different optional tours that you can take advantage of with Princess Cruises, the San Diego Zoo. There's an Old Town Trolley. You could take a bay cruise, the best of the bay cruise, a harbor cruise with great views of the historic sea vessels and Navy aircraft carriers that are there. There's a submarine base. All just beautiful skyline on that. You can also see great, marine animals, sea lions and dolphins and birds galore. There's a 2-mile bridge that goes over to that Coronado. The Coronado Bay Bridge takes you over to the island where the Victorian-style Hotel del Coronado is located. There's some fun history tours and sightseeings that you can take advantage of. You can go to Old Town, enjoy some time in the market. There's just a wide variety. Here's another option. Maybe wine country is very appealing to you, and there's certainly some great options on this itinerary. Out of San Diego, you could visit the Temecula Valley. And this is a really beautiful, beautiful area outside of San Diego. It's very similar Mediterranean climate that you would find like in Tuscany, and it makes for perfect growing conditions for the grapes out there. And there's an opportunity to go to one of 2 wineries on one of the Princess Cruises organized tours. That looks fun. Of course, if you love the zoo, you might like to take a San Diego Zoo safari. And this is a neat experience. There's 1,800 acres preserve area where the animals can wander around freely, and it's pretty much like in their own natural habitat. So that could be a neat thing to do as well. There's Balboa Park. There's more than 1,000 acres of beautiful gardens and 15 museums and all kinds of arts and cultural things to explore. And tons of people go there and just visit, for the afternoon. So that could be another option. I don't think you'll run out of anything to do in San Diego. Now, Santa Barbara is our next stop, and we're docked there from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. They call Santa Barbara, I've heard it referred to as the American Riviera. And outside of Santa Barbara lies the Santa Ynez Valley, which is home to numerous renowned wineries in that area, and just beautiful lush valleys and strolling, rolling hills and lots of greenery, lots of oak trees. Right downtown Santa Barbara, you can just stroll along. They call this the Riviera because of the mix of all the fun shops, the cafes, the history, the fashion, and all the sunshine mixed together to make a great, delightful day with some unique experiences. This boardwalk area is just kind of fun to stroll around on. If nothing else, do some fun people watching.
I love people watching.
Santa Barbara, again, is just a really welcoming port of call. Again, coastal beauty, some good wines, local arts, lots of little shops and things that you can stroll through. There is I didn't have a picture of this, but the Moortown Bay fig tree right in downtown is the oldest fig tree in America. It was planted in 1870, and it spans over 160 feet wide. I mean, I looked at multiple photos, and I just couldn't find one that would do it justice. So you have to check it out online, the Moortown Bay fig tree. So you could also do Santa Barbara by trolley. It's an easy way to get around there as well. Some other highlights could be the Santa Barbara Mission, known as the Queen of Missions. It was founded back in 1786. It was built to bring Christianity to the Chumash Indians in that time. It's also one of 10 missions that are sprouted up along the coastline all the way up and down the state. There's another tour there in Santa Barbara called Slovang, to go out to Solvang, I should say. It's a really neat, quaint Danish-themed town that they founded in 1911. It's like a replica of what you could find in Copenhagen, with its windmills and its cobblestone streets and half-timber buildings, some neat restaurants. You could try some Danish treats. So that might be something interesting to spend a few hours doing when you're in Santa Barbara. And then, guys, we have 2 great days at sea. So I don't want to downplay these. Days at sea are so valuable, and it allows you to really explore the ship and take advantage of, all the great activities and enjoy the amenities and so forth on board. And so on Tuesday and Wednesday, you'll be able to rejuvenate a little bit, relax, explore, share time with people before we are arriving into Astoria. Now, Astoria is the oldest American settlement west of the Rockies, and it's got tons of history. I'm not going to go into all the history, but, it was part of the whole great explorations of Lewis and Clark, and then more and more adventuresome pioneers followed by the thousands. And now it's our turn to explore in Astoria. This photo is a Haystack Rock. It's 235 feet tall, and it's just right off the shore. And this is all surrounded by Oregon's beautiful forests and rivers and charming coastal village. So lots to explore from 9 to 5. One of the ways to get around there is on the old riverfront trolley, and that looks kind of fun. That could be a great way. It's all narrated and so forth. And you can go see some neat highlights that would include like the Columbia River Maritime Museum, the Flavel House, the Heritage Museum, the famous Astoria Column, and other sites. So we'll take a peek and see what those look like here. There's the Astoria Bridge. That's it's like just a little over 4 miles long. And that's something to see in itself. The Flavel House, it's included in some of the different tours. And that is just a beautiful design of Victorian architecture in the area. There's also beautiful coastline. You could go to Astoria Column. And yes, there are people way up there on the tippy top of that column. It is 125 feet tall. It's got 164 spiral steps to reach to the viewing platform. So if you feel up to it, you would get a great bird's eye view from up above on the Astoria Column. It's also home to Fort Stevens, which is a historic site. It was built during the Civil War era. So it's been a military defense for, well, over 84 years. And today it's used as just 3,700 acres of history and beauty. Other sites in the area of Astoria, again, we mentioned the Columbia River Maritime Museum. There's Fort Clatsop. It's, again, more emphasis on Lewis and Clark expedition, the Maritime Museum. Oh, yeah, and I saw you can do a visit to the Tillamook Cheese and Ice Cream Factory. That sounded tasty too.
I bet you there's samples.
I bet there would be samples, yes. So lots to do in Astoria before we are roaming into Victoria, Canada. And this is a great, nice long day in Victoria. I love this for the group. You're there from noon to 9:30 p.m. This is such a charming Victorian area. I often said if I had to live anywhere else, I would go to Victoria and live. But it's beautiful. It's very British feel. It's renowned for its beautiful gardens. The port there is not a big industrial port like so many ports are, but it's dotted with more vacation, pleasure crafts and ferries and float planes. And there's different whale watching expeditions and things from this area. In fact, I believe that there was like 20 different tour options in looking at the Prince's website. So again, lots to choose. Certainly you can come and go off the ship at your leisure and, plan to get on at will, have lunch, get back off, do a little bit more sightseeing, but you can also take advantage of any of these optional tours to enhance your experience. The Fairmont Empress Hotel sits right there by the pier area, It looks just like a castle on the coast. I mean, it's a famous hotel. They do have high tea here. Of course, you must dress appropriately, but it could be worth checking out. There's a lot of different historical, architecturally historical buildings in the area to just walk around and kind of do some people watching and stuff there as well. Other ways to get around, I mean, walking around, they have the pedicabs. What are those called? The rickshaws, I think they're called. Yeah. There are horse-drawn carriages, gray line tours. There's all kinds of different ways to move around there. And certainly you probably heard about the beautiful Bouchard Gardens. And if you have not been to Bouchard Gardens, it's one place that is definitely worthy of a tour. Photos do not do this park justice. It's 121 years old now. They have 55 acres of just incredible, beautiful landscaping design, amazing array of different flora and butterflies, and just a neat place. You can even have high tea there in their dining room at Bouchard Gardens. And also don't forget to check out the gift shop there because it's really nice. There's a variety of things besides that. There's the culinary tour. Victoria's very well known, like brewery area and culinary food. There's foodie tours. There's neat art things going on. There's tea houses and different pubs. Again, I mentioned the whale watching excursions. And if you really want to get crazy, I saw that there's a canopy zip line experience there. Woohoo! That's not for me. I'll say no to that. But arriving in Vancouver then, that is our port of disembarkation. So that would be the end of the cruise for many of us. It's a beautiful, beautiful city though. We'll be arriving into Canada Place Pier, where we disembark the Royal Princess. And from there, you would be taken to the airport where you go through customs in Vancouver before flying back into the United States. Or if you have the time and the budget, we encourage you to want to think about, staying for a day or two. There's lots to see and do around Vancouver, from, just taking a city tour out to Stanley Park. You can see Chinatown, Gastown, Grouse Mountain. There's, again, great culinary and shopping. It's quite a cosmopolitan city. So that could be some options for you to consider as well.
I absolutely loved Vancouver when I was there. It was such a cool city, and it was very walkable city, which I was impressed with.
Yeah, very walkable and very clean.
Yes.
And safe. So now we're going to take a look at your home away from home for the next 7 days.
As Patty mentioned, I am Kelly Work. So I work with Princess Cruises, and I want to tell you all about this fantastic vessel that is going to be your home away from home while you are on this fantastic trip. So she has about 2,600 guests, over 18 decks, and she's an absolutely beautiful ship, as you can see in this picture. So welcome aboard your home away from home. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what to expect and how to spend those days at sea. So one thing that makes Princess a little bit different is our Medallion class ship. So our Medallion class is going to give you a personalized, effortless approach to your vacation. The Medallion is a little, about the size of an air tag, if you know what an air tag looks like.
Quarter.
Half dollar.
Yeah, half dollar, quarter.
And it is your room key. It is your credit card. It's how you get around the ship. It's all that stuff wrapped into one thing, but it really provides you with a very seamless vacation. It helps the staff to know where you are on board, to deliver you food and drinks wherever you are. And also, if you would like your family and friends to know where you are, you can opt in and they can find it. I like to get up early. My husband likes to sleep in, so he knows then which dining room or which cafe I'm in that morning if he had slept in that day. So it's a really nice way to kind of have your vacation and enjoy it the way you would like to. Other things that you can do in addition to it being your room key is there's little games and interactive things on board as well. And also you can use it in some of the ports, specifically Victoria. There's some places to get you can use it as your credit card, and then you'll get some
additional discounts.
Yeah,
shipboard credits.
Shipboard
yeah,
credits.
Great.
Yeah. 7% back on shipboard credits. So it's a great way to kind of personalize that vacation. So something I get always asked about is what am I going to eat when I'm on board? We've got a ton of great options. So let me tell you about each and every one of them. So the most popular and the thing that you're going to get a lot of is our main dining room. The group would have be assigned to there's 3 different dining rooms, and the group would probably be assigned to one dining room where you can eat at the same time every day
together
with the group. And that would be a great way to kind of end your day kind of all together in our main dining room. In addition to the main dining room, which has a lot of great different options for you, there's a ton of different complimentary dining on board. So whether it be our International Cafe, which has some grab and go sandwiches, salads, soups, all kinds of great pastries, which I love on board. There is 24-hour room service, and with the pricing that we're going to show you in a little bit, the room service delivery charge is included, so there's no additional charge for the delivery of that. And that fantastic Ocean Now delivery, which means that we deliver you food anywhere on the ship and drinks.
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
24 hours a day.
24 hours a day. You want it, we'll find you, and we will give it to you. But that's also included with the packages as well that we're going to talk about. Other things that are complimentary, because we want more, is on our top deck, we have a fantastic pizzeria on the Lido deck, as well as a burger and hot dog grill. There is Horizon Court, which is our buffet area that is also included, as well as soft serve ice cream, because who doesn't want to enjoy?
Oh, I love the soft serve ice cream.
While you're either by the pool or in a hot tub. That's a great way to spend an afternoon. Some of the options, which we call our casual dining options, are Alfredo's Pizzeria and Ocean Terrace. These are 2 of those different options that you can actually get included with your the packages that we do have. You'll get 2 of those visits included with your cruise fare. If you would like some additional or more upscale environments to eat in, we do have some specialty dining options for you, and these are 2 of my favorites. These are actually well-known Princess spots, which is Crown Grill, which is amazing steak.
Yeah,
we had some amazing steak in the Crown Grill when I was on back in April of this year. And then the other one is Sabatini's, and it's Italian trattoria, which has some fantastic homemade pasta.
well, it's delicious.
It is amazing.
And those 2 restaurants have an extra cost, and they do require reservations, so we can tell you all about that.
We do have some formal nights on board. Now, these formal nights can be as formal as you'd like them to be. If you would like to get dressed up in a tuxedo and a gown, that is absolutely something you can do. If you just want to get a little dressy and just want to put on a nice pair of slacks and a polo, that is okay as well. The dress code leans more toward casual wear, especially for this type of itinerary. But again, if you'd like to, there will be people that are dressed to the nines. It's always fun to sit in the piazza and watch that beautiful champagne waterfall and see. That's a great people.
They do some fun festivities on the formal nights, and the great dining too. So
yes,
great.
And if you're in that piazza area when they're doing that champagne waterfall, typically they'll walk around with champagne and mimosas for anybody in that area. Let's talk a little bit about what happens on board. So there is a ton of engaging entertainment, whether it is the Broadway shows, there's illusionists, there are magicians, comedians, all kinds of fun stuff for you to see, not only in our actual theater, but in our piazza and atrium. This is a great destination and place for you to see some of that onboard experience and entertainment as well. I love to hang out in the atrium. It's a great place to kind of just relax and, again, people watch. One thing Princess is known for is our bars and lounges. So if you've been on a Princess ship, we have specific bars and lounges. One of my favorites is Crooners. I love the Crooners bar, because it's got the piano area and there's some custom made cocktails. There's also Vista Lounge, Explorers Lounge, Club Fusion, depending on the ship. Another great one is Good Spirits at Sea, which has some custom cocktails. So there's some really great bars and lounges that kind of give you a different feel depending on what type of an environment you would like.
Yeah, what kind of mood you're in.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget our big casino on board. We do have a casino and bingo that is available when the ship is not docked and out at sea. sit down at some poker tables and enjoy the bingo, usually in the theater. On the Lido deck, which is where our pools are, there's also a huge TV screen. At this TV screen, or during the day or all evening, we have movies under the stars or movies during the day. It also plays some live action football. Any type of sports usually are played on that big, huge screen. It's a great place to kind of convene and watch some different entertainment.
And also some great concerts I've had
Absolutely.
you show out there. It's a lot of fun.
There's also tons of deck parties. So whether it's the sail away party initially when you're embarking, or each time you leave a port, there's a great deck party that goes on. We are the original Love Boat, so that some of them are Love Boat themed deck parties, which is a lot of fun. Those sail away parties to be on board. So this is a lot of really great things, but also you want to relax when you're on board. You want to take in some of that time to rejuvenate and get some of that spa experience. So there is plenty of spaces for you to have that rejuvenation. One of my favorite places is the Sanctuary. So our Sanctuary is an adult-only retreat. This is an extra cost per day, and if you are interested in it, it's something that I would say book as soon as you get on board. Go up to the Sanctuary and reserve your spot. It's a per day rate, so you can get the opportunity to go up there. And it is a very nice retreat style area. Plush furniture, a serene setting. There's typically healthy beverages and other things, menu items that you can get. Again, a nominal fee does apply. If you're interested in some spa service, they do some spa services up in the Sanctuary, but there is, of course, a spa on board. So you have that thermal spa area on board that you can select a day pass, or you can get for the entire time you're on board. Or if you want a massage, a pedicure, manicure, all of that can be done on the app ahead of time, or you can wait till the ship to get those booked. We do have a fantastic fitness center. So there's a complete fitness center with anything you could imagine on board, state-of-the-art fitness area. It is free of charge to use the fitness area. We also have a variety of fitness classes, whether it be Pure Barre, Stretch Lab, Cycle Bar, Club Pilates, Yoga Sticks. They do have them. There are a variety of different ones on board. You do get 2 free fitness classes for the length of your journey with the package included in the package. And the shopping, that duty-free shopping on board, whether it be jewelry, some princess clothing, or other clothing, gifts, there's art auctions, all of that would be when the ship is not docked, but you can get the opportunity to peruse. I love to peruse the shops and see what's available.
You can find some great things.
I know. Now we're going to talk a little bit about our fantastic staterooms, which will be your home away from home. So one thing I love about each and every one of our ships whenever I go is the bed. That Princess Luxury bed is an award-winning bed. It's so popular that there is a website that sells them. So they are it's an amazing experience.
It is. That's great. I'm so glad you're selling those.
We even sell the pillows.
When you're ready for a new mattress, reach out to Princess Cruises. But the other thing too, I just want to say about the staterooms, we're going to go through a couple of the options here. The pricing that we're going to show you, we've got group rates with Princess for the reunion cruise, but sometimes we can get you an even lower rate with the different promotions that are going on. So we'll always try to get your best value for you. I say book as early as you can, and those options might be available more frequently, as well as your selection of staterooms and stuff will be more available the earlier you put your deposit down. Now, all of the staterooms that we're going to look at, they all have, great service, your own cabin stewardess, a private bathroom, shower, closet area, flat screen TV, mini refrigerator, a safe, a phone, ample plugs, USB ports. So that's all pretty consistent throughout. And the first one that I want to take a look at is this is a mini suite with a balcony. Now, this is a more of a deluxe accommodations, very, very nicely appointed. It's extra spacious, about 323 square feet. It's got the nice balcony out there, so you can go out and have coffee in the morning. There's two TVs, one pointing towards the full-size sofa, the other pointing towards the bed. The bathroom in the mini suites it's larger than some of the other staterooms, and they all do come with bathtubs. So if you don't want a bathtub, you need to let us know if that would be a prohibitive factor. But take a look at that. That's the mini suite. That's very, very nice. It'd be great if you had, more than two people even. That's a good one for a triple occupancy, for example.
Absolutely.
And then we go to just the regular standard balcony rooms. And again, those are more than adequate. They still have all the amenities, everything you need, a little walk-in closet area, a nice bathroom with the full shower, the veranda out on the side there. And that would be $16.99. If you wanted to go to, I think there's also deluxe balconies, or maybe $50 or so more per person. That would be just a little bit more spacious interior, like with a little love seat or something. That could be another option for you. But we just wanted to give you a glimpse. Certainly the most economical way to go. Hey, just get me on the ship. I'm not planning to spend much time in my stateroom. This is your own little cozy cubby hole interior room. No windows, so when you close the door and turn off the lights, it's dark in there. But again, you're not spending much time in there. You put your suitcase away, stick it under the bed, put your clothes away, and you're good to go. And that's the most economical way to get on for $13.49 per person. And, I can't tell you enough that, we're less than a year out from this now. The trend in the industry is that people are booking much earlier for future cruises up to 2026, even 2027. People are making reservations now. So we don't want you to wait. Please give us a call. Let us know what we can do to help you on this. But these rates all include everything that Kelly's been talking about, the cruise fare, all your meals, the entertainment, all those activities and stuff. But we've also got what's called Princess Plus amenities. They're included in your package. That's the beverage package, the alcohol and carbonated beverages, all the specialty coffees and espressos and bottled water and anything you might want. Your beverage package will pay for all of that. You do have MedallionNet, which is one of the fastest Wi-Fis at sea to help you stay connected while you're on board the cruise. And we've also taken care of prepaying all the gratuities for the service personnel that are taking good care of you from the time you get on board until the time you step off the ship. In addition, there's some other attributes like free medallion shipping, so you can get your little medallion in advance of departure. There's premium desserts every day you can take advantage of. As Kelly mentioned, the 2 fitness classes, there's 2 free casual dinings, and all of the Ocean Island room service is all included with no fees. So we think it's a nice value that's added on. It's included in your price. You don't have to pay extra. That's part of your budget when you sign up for this. And so we wanted that to be part of your package. So what do you have to do? I guess just reserve now, guys. Reserve now. Go online to the website, and we want you to complete your reservation form. You can call us with your deposit, and the final payment is not due until January 14th. Sometimes we have a reduced deposit, so ask us about that. It might be as low as $100 per person. And then once you book, we'll start sending you additional information about some of the shore excursions that are available or what's coming next. And, what do you need to know? So we'll try to help get you prepared every step along the way. I wonder if we have any questions down there from our chat girls. We're going to talk, just to mention these things while we're talking here. You definitely need a passport for this one, because when we're ending in Vancouver, of course, we need a passport to be valid for at least 6 months beyond the travel dates.
And passport book.
Passport book, just like we're showing. Yeah, not the card, not just a birth certificate for this. Soon, if not, pretty soon, I think Princess Easy Air will be available. We can start make flights through the cruise line's air department so that they can be one seamless package for you. I mentioned that we do have access to hotels pre and post. We will talk to you, everybody, about individual travel insurance needs and give you some options to make sure that you're getting the best match for your own needs. So we're going to flip on down to let's go to the next slide and let's see if there's any questions. We'll leave this one up there. There's your website address. Again, there's Kate or Marcia, smiling faces. I know
So,
many of you have talked to Kate and Marcia over the years. Do we have Kate or Marcia with us?
Yes, it's Kate here. Hello. So we're starting to get some questions in the chat. The first question was, what are we expecting the weather to be for this itinerary this time of year?
Okay, so again, most of this area is really wonderful climate, very mild, Mediterranean style climate throughout. But as we go up north, probably at this time of year in May, I would expect it to be potentially like 50s, perhaps, a little chillier, might be like a light coat, light jacket. Layers would probably be recommended for this type of itinerary because during the day it can get quite warm. But in the afternoon or evening, once the sun goes down, starts to get a little more chilly. And we'll give you plenty of other hints for packing as we get closer to the voyage.
I see one that says about shore tours available. So you can actually view them now off princess.com. You just, when you go through the entire process, either Kate or Marcia will help you, but you can view what's available and what you can do at each and every destination.
We've got instructions that we can send out to you. And we're happy to walk you through it, individually as well. But yeah, it's a really nice feature that you could just go online and look at each port by port, and each tour, and see what's available to opt in for.
And then this isn't a question from the chat, but are we able to do rooms for single occupancy if someone just wanted to travel solo?
Yes. So there is going to be some type of single supplement. I'm not sure what that would be, but we can do single occupancy rooms. We just have to check on the pricing.
Yeah, and we're happy to do that. Let's see,
as well as triples or quads. So if you have 3 or 4 people that are traveling together, there are some rooms that can handle up to 4 people.
Yeah. And just so you know, when there are more than 2, pricing is based on double occupancy on a cruise. So whenever there's 3 or 4 people sharing a room, the 3rd and 4th guest in that room pay a reduced rate. And so often when it's maybe 3 ladies are traveling together, that helps bring their average price down a little bit more for each of them, right? So ask us about that if you are interested in that. Right now, I believe that we just sent this out. We're just getting started, and I believe we have already 6 guests that are registered. 2 of our committee members, the Nationwide Committee members, are registered to go already, Jim and Lynn. So we hope that we have a nice big gang of folks going on this trip. And we want you to bring your friends, bring other people. That makes it great. That makes it fun. It helps people meet new friends, make new acquaintances. And truly, the more the merrier. So, as the trip gets bigger and bigger, hopefully we can send one of our agents to go along with you as well. And that would be our goal. So we look for these trips to, host as many as 100 or more. But certainly if we had 50 people on this group, that would be a very nice group of fun folks to go. So we look forward to cruising with you next year. About this time.
Absolutely.
And please let us know if you have any questions, and we're here to help you. So thanks so much, and bon voyage for now. Thank you.